Hello, Helen. How are you? I'm pretty sure you know who this is, right? Don't be immature and just ignore me. Being a childish snob will get you nowhere.
This is Karen, if I'm not mistaken. You're the one who was having an affair with my husband. That Karen?
Having an affair? Please, don't be so crude. It was nothing like that. And please, would you refrain from that "my husband" crap? He, Randy, loves me way more than you. You have no right to call him my husband. He's gonna dump you soon. He's already getting everything ready to divorce you.
Yeah, I suppose you're right about that. I don't think of that jerk as my husband anymore. Just a slip of the tongue. To be honest, I want to get this guy out of my life as soon as possible, but...
Yeah, money, right? You want compensation, right? Well, it seems Randy's parents will pay every cent to you, so don't worry. The sooner you're out of the picture, the better. They'll probably deposit the amount by tomorrow.
Yes, it seems that way. Well, they never really liked me very much. I guess they'll pay any amount just to get rid of me.
Yep, that seems to be the case. On the other hand, they are head over heels for me. They are super happy that Randy finally found the right girl. They really had it out for you. Dirt poor, unattractive, no fun. They just went on and on about you. What did you do to make them hate you so much?
They just didn't like that fact that Randy brought home a bride. They would act that way with anybody. I would be careful if I were you. They may seem all kind and sympathetic now, but mark my words, they will turn on you on a dime.
Do I sense a bit of jealousy there? Whatever, I was texting you about something else. I really need you to move out as soon as possible. You're getting on my nerves. You already submitted the divorce papers, right? He already dumped you, so why the hell are you still here? No place to go? You guys are not husband and wife anymore. You really shouldn't be living under the same roof.
No, I have not submitted the divorce papers yet. I plan to as soon as I get paid.
So that means the divorce is final by tomorrow? And you'll be out of the house by tomorrow too?
I'll be leaving right away.
Now you're talking. So you'll be out today, huh?
As a matter of fact, you had to text me online, which just delayed my departure even more.
Oh, yeah? I am so sorry. Then I mustn't hold you up.
So, are we done here? I really want to get the hell out of here. I don't feel comfortable here anyways.
Well, I wouldn't either. I mean, you're not wanted there. It would be uncomfortable for sure. All right then, Miss Loser. See ya. Rest assured, I will make him happy. Something you failed to do.
Hello, Helen, are you there? This is Jane, your Aunt Jane.
Oh, hi Aunt Jane. It's been a while. How you been?
Fine. Is it true that you're getting a divorce? I just got a call from Randy a second ago. This is the first I'm hearing about this. Is this true?
Unfortunately, yes, it's all true. As soon as I receive my compensation for the divorce, I plan to submit the divorce papers to the court. It will probably be sometime tomorrow.
Where are you now? He said you're not living at home anymore.
I checked into the Days Inn by the mall for now. I'll figure out what to do after everything's settled.
I see. I heard that your mother passed away and you no longer have a place to call home anymore.
Yes, that's right. As for my father, he passed away when I was 12, and my grandparents are long gone, so yeah, no place to call home. I have no brothers or sisters either, so I have plenty of time. I'll think long and hard about where to live and what to do. All the stuff I couldn't carry were put into storage by Randy's parents. I'll have them shipped after I get settled.
About a job. What are you going to do? You've been married for half a year, right? You didn't work at all. You were just a housewife.
Well, again, that's something we'll have to think about.
Is there any particular field that you want to get into? What skills do you have?
When I was a student, I studied film. I was hoping I could do some film or video editing. It's only been about a year since I stopped doing editing work, so I figure it won't take long to get back into the habit in no time.
Seriously? You're just in luck. My son works at a small firm company, and he could use an experienced film editor. You could do some work for him. What do you say?
Really? Your son works in the film industry?
Yes, they were just looking for an experienced film editor. If you're interested, I could give him a call. You would probably have to work on a contract basis, not a full-time employee. They would probably support you financially for the equipment, like a PC and editing software, stuff like that. Everything is apparently done online. You know, meetings and so forth. So basically, you can work from anywhere you want. You want to meet him and discuss it? You can decide then. What do you say?
Thanks so much. That would be great.
Okay, I'll get in touch with my son and we can set up a meeting. But first, we have to do something about Randy and the others.
What do you mean, do something about? Is there a problem?
Randy's new wife, the one he had an affair with. Well, apparently she's moving into the house now. She came over to update me on the current situation, about the divorce going through and her moving in. Plus, she went on and on about her love affair with Randy. To be honest, I didn't want to even hear about it. I was just talking to my brother, your former stepfather. She says the new girl, Karen, is very pretty, and Randy is raving about her, boasting about how beautiful she is and all. It made me nauseous just listening to him gushing platitudes about her.
Seriously?
I can't forgive them for what they did to you. Could you let me handle the rest? Trust me, I'll make things right.
Okay, but you don't really have to do this for my sake.
It's not that. They just seem to have forgotten what's right and wrong. They need to be taught a lesson. It's not only about you. Don't worry, I won't get you involved in any way. At least, it won't be disadvantageous for you.
Alright, I guess. If you insist, I'll leave it up to you. But please be careful, Aunt Jane.
Helen, are you there? Pick up! I just moved into this house. Why am I being kicked out on the first day here? What the hell is going on? It's not only me that has to get out. It's Randy and his folks too. Who is behind this? Is it you? Did you have something to do with this? What's more, Randy got fired from his job. He's the only one working. Without him, we can't survive.
Yeah, well, I had nothing to do with it. I wonder if it had something to do with, Randy works for the wedding service industry, right? It sure does not look good when one of its staff members cheats on his wife after only a year.
Are you trying to ruin us? Make us homeless?
Karen, calm down for a second. Why are you even contacting me anyway?
You had something to do with this. That's why. You pulled some crap for revenge, didn't you? We will not leave this place. You hear me?
Like I said, I have no idea what you're talking about. I had nothing to do with whatever is going on. I don't own that house. I'm a complete stranger now. If the person who owns the place wants you guys out, maybe you should comply. Or there may be legal consequences. The police could get involved.
Huh? What the hell are you blabbering on about? The people of this household have welcomed me with open arms. Unlike you. Why would this family kick me out? That's inconceivable.
Oh, so I see. You haven't heard. That house you're living in? That place is owned by your aunt, Aunt Jane. She owes the property.
Huh? Aunt Jane?
Yes, Aunt Jane. Your new stepdad's younger sister. You do know her, right? When Randy's grandfather died about 10 years ago, your stepdad opted to get cash as his inheritance, so Aunt Jane was given the rights to the house and property. The only reason you can all live there is because Aunt Jane is busy with work, and she's constantly flying to Europe and Asia on business. Sometimes she's gone for weeks. She grew up in that house and has a lot of memories for her. She allowed her brother to live there as a way to look after the place temporarily.
Huh? This is the first time I'm hearing about this.
Really? When I first moved in, Randy explained all this to me in detail. That we would probably have to move out someday, get our own place. Never got that far, though.
Are you for real?
By the sound of it, you apparently thought you could live there forever, never having to pay rent. Too good to be true, huh?
I just arrived today. How am I supposed to know any of this stuff? Anyway, forget all that. I'm the new birdie here. Why the hell do I have to leave on the day I arrive? It doesn't make sense. This is bullying. Yeah, total persecution if you ask me.
Well, if you had any common sense, it wouldn't be very hard to understand. That goes for Randy and his folks, too. I mean, the son cheats on his wife, brings this girl home, and the parents, rather than scold their son, welcomes her in with open arms and kicks me out. Then invites this woman to their home the next day, dumping me by the side of the road. Who does that? I feel for Aunt Jane. She grew up in that house and she loves the place. To have you folks throwing dirt on her memories, she probably couldn't look the other way and kick you guys out. At least that's what I think. I know Aunt Jane pretty well. She really abhors stuff like this, like cheating on a spouse.
I don't know anything about that. I wasn't trying to take over the house or anything. I have nowhere else to live.
Maybe you guys should just move out and rent or buy a place of your own.
Yeah, that's what I suggested, but Randy and his folks just went silent and had nothing to say. I already terminated my lease agreement with the apartment I was living in, and my folks got divorced years ago, and they both live with their new families. I hardly ever see them anymore.
Yeah. When I first got married, they used up all my savings without my permission. I remember I had like $50,000. They used it all up in no time. But surprisingly, they deposited that entire amount yesterday. Maybe that's why they can't get a new place.
Huh? Are you serious? $50,000?
They really must be hard on cash now, huh?
I never realized that this family was so poor.
Yeah, they like to live the good life, that's for sure. I always worried about their speed thrift ways. The house certainly looks very nice. You know why that is? Well, Aunt Jane put a lot of money into renovating it little by little. Like I said, she has fond memories of the place. Besides, she plans to live there when she retires. Well, that's about all I know.
Are you serious?
I was just like you when I married. I had no idea of the situation until Aunt Jane explained everything to me. When they demanded that they confiscate my entire savings, I was flabbergasted. But luckily, I had a lawyer friend threaten legal action if they didn't reimburse the money they stole. They immediately complied. Smart move in my opinion.
This is not happening to me!
Well, as for me, I got my money back plus compensation from Randy, so I'm good to go.
Hold on a sec. How the hell did they come up with $50,000 plus your compensation in a day? Did they have that much money stashed away?
I don't know anything about where they got the money. I got what I wanted. That's good enough for me. You should ask your father-in-law about that. Okay, I better get going.
Please, Helen, you can't just leaving hanging here.
Sorry, I have a job interview coming up. See ya, and good luck. Aunt Jane later told me that she gave to them 2 months to vacate the premise. She said she plans to rent out the place after that. 2 months had passed since I last talked to them. About that, $50,000 plus that Randy's folks paid me, that apparently came from Karen's savings, at least part of it. Well, it seems they're confiscating her savings like they did mine. I hope she gets it back someday, but doesn't look likely. The rest of the money, I was told, they borrowed. Because they lost a place to live, now heavily in debt, they went out looking for some sort of live-in job. They eventually found a position at some sort of fishing resort up north. The pay is awful, but at least they have a roof over their heads. I heard that they were working their asses off to pay back their debt. It can get pretty cold up north in winter. But it is a fishing resort. At least they won't starve.